Hey, what's going on, guys? Samir here. I'm going to do my presentation on L-acetylcarnitine. I chose this chemical because it is the best thing you can consume ever, as it has boosted my strength/endurance capabilities in the gym and while running. And we'll get into why that is. Physical properties. Here is Mr. Walt making making the thing. Alright, fast forward. It's white crystalline in powder, just like meth, and that's why he's making it. Um, it's a polar molecule due to its carboxylic hydroxyl groups interactions with each other. It's solid at room temp, so it's not like a liquid. It's like you're consuming like a powdery substance. Um, and so it's in like capsules or tablets, and it can also be in gummies, but you can also like inject yourself with it. Injecting yourself with it's actually better because it has more bioavailability when you do that compared to ingesting it. And it's highly water soluble due to its uh, it being a polar molecule. But more importantly, the functional groups, acetyl, carboxylic, and hydroxyl, and quaternary ammonium groups are very essential in it uh, being a polar molecule and working the way it is. Onto the chemical properties, as Jesse Pinkman once said, he can't keep getting away with this, and I totally agree, he can't keep getting away with this, because this chemical is just so incredibly good. People don't want him to be that good. He can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep getting away with making people superhumans. Its reaction mechanisms, acid-base, redox, thermochemistry, and equilibrium. It's not very compatible with strong oxidizers, acids, or bases, as they can degrade the molecule. However, it can react with water and certain enzymes. Some examples of products of those reactions are creating a zwitterion in water, which is like a molecule with both positive and negatively charged regions. And with enzymes, it can make carnitine acetyltransferase, which regulates energy metabolism in the body. Here's what it looks like in its structural base. As you can see, it's very beautiful. I would want to look like this. I'm moving on. Down to its history, it was discovered first by these two dudes named Friedman and Frankel. Uh, they discovered that it could be reversibly acetylated by acetyl-CoA. It is derived from L-carnitine, as the name implies. Uh, the immediate impact when it was first discovered was that it was recognized as a critical component in fatty acid transport and could potentially be used as a neuroprotective agent, which is like supporting brave health. And that supporting brave health kind of transitions into what we have next, which is the benefits: cognitive enhancement, antidepressant effects, treatment for neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's. We have Jima over here. You can see the brain waves radiating out of her because she's taking it, and therefore she can remember what happened last night. Um, you have this lovely lady here being like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, super smart. Anyways, negative consequences. There aren't really any like health related negative consequences, as it makes you Superman pretty much. But it could make people like more reliant on supplements, which isn't entirely a bad thing. It's certainly good to get like your daily intake of nutrients and stuff, but being overly reliant on it can get bad at some point sometimes. It can also contribute to wellness elitism, which is pretty much just like, I made this quote, by the way, I didn't steal it off the internet: wealthy are healthy while poor are sore. Huh. as you can tell, I take it because an average human couldn't think of something like this. Future impact, as mentioned, as with its cognitive enhancement abilities, it could become a bigger figure in preventative medicine and neurodegenerative treatment with conditions such as Alzheimer's. Here we have Mr. Foley telling you that even he approves of this chemical because we're dealing with the environment here. It has no significant environmental benefit, boom, but its manufacturing and packaging does contribute to the release of VOCs and waste, as those things end up in landfills. The packaging ends up in landfills, which is not so great. And in the future, if demand grows, more eco-friendly means of production methods would be great to improve sustainability of such manufacturing. Action plan. My action plan is to educate others through this project and give info talks like I am now in person at my local gym because I'm such a nice guy. And you should too. I want you for taking ALC, slang for acetyl L-carnitine. Alright, here's some people who are giving their stories of taking it. We have this man here to the left, Ian Jung. This is him. I took a picture of him last year, started last year. As you can see, you know him. And I told him about the substance, and he was like, boom, look at him now. Look at him. We have Eli Shemilowski all the way to the right. Could only bench 20 pounds, told him to take it, boom, 135. Look how smiley he is, all because of it. Now, onto the personal story. Josh, Rishan, Suraj always are asking me, Samir, how are you so strong? How can you bench 225 4 reps with ease? How can you squat 365 pounds off the ground multiple times? How can you run a 4-minute and 52 mile? How can you be so strong and so fast at the same time? I told him I wasn't always this way. I used to be 20 pounds last year. I'm serious. Not anymore. Look at me. I'm a freak of nature. And it's not because of hard training or any of that. It's because I started using this. I sit at home all day playing League of Legends, and I only take this substance. And look at me now. There you go. That is why you should take it. Here are my references, but these references can't do you much. Can't do you as much as my statement here today. Goodbye.